Hello, hello, everybody. Good evening, residents, board of trustees, and all department heads. I'm waiting to see where the trustees are, if they're going to chime in or not. I see Trustee Holmes is with us before I can begin the meeting. Mhm. Okay, we're going to give everybody 5 minutes to attend this meeting from the clerk to the other board of trustees. So you have 5 minutes to log on, which everyone did get the memo as relates to our regular scheduled board meeting, which is scheduled for today to pay bills and to get sidewalks and streets and things of that nature for the residents.
They're saying they can't hear you.
It's all the way up. It's up to 100. Okay, so we're back and I see that there is no quorum. I see trustee Holmes and myself, Mayor Henyard, are present for our regularly scheduled board meeting. So we will turn this into a town hall meeting now to discuss what's going on in Dolton, to make sure the residents are aware of what's going on with each department head. But first, before I begin, I will say this. It's a shame that board members will be so petty and stoop so low because of control of such a thing of a board meeting. We got elected by the people to work together, whether we like each other or not. We're supposed to come and take care of the business of the people of the town. We have corporate bills that needs to be paid. We have agenda items that need to be passed. We have things on the agenda, which I stated earlier, such as streets, lights. We also have alleys, concrete type of things that need to get taken care of right now. It saddens my heart to see just that nobody wants to give. Nobody wants to amend anything. Everybody wants everything to stay broken. But I have some good news for you. So I'm always going to be up, never down. So I just want to say I appreciate everybody that has supported me, everybody that's looking to the future, because one thing I will say, you can never attack God's child, ever. He will always uplift you and he always come through, especially at the right time. Because remember, it's in his time, not yours, his time. So trustees, I would like y'all to listen to this message and stop right now what you're doing, because you're not hurting me, you're hurting the residents, the people that elected you to do a job, which you get paid to come to board meetings, not try to create other board meetings because certain people want to be mayor. That is not what this is about. If you wanted to run for the office or be mayor, you should have ran when all of us ran, which was myself, Andrew Holmes, Riley Rogers, and Shaw, but you did not run. So it bothers me that once a woman gets in position, that men and women too, because what I don't understand is women is vindictive too, will come together to try to take down someone that made history, number one. Y'all all ran on my ticket, number two. And most of y'all wouldn't even be a trustee if it wasn't for me backing you. So with that being said, I need y'all to go look in the mirror and say enough is enough. Y'all gonna come and make things right for the betterment of community. Because right now, the people are suffering because of your infighting with your mayor, because y'all want control, because you guys wants to be mayor. And I don't appreciate that. So hear me and hear me clear. We will continue the business as usual for the Village of Dolton residents. I will not let you down. I will do what you elected me to do, which is run a day-to-day operation and make sure bills get paid, lights stay on, and services get done for the residents. You have my word. And I'm pretty sure that Trustee Holmes agree with my sentiments of moving forward with the will of the people. I'm going to turn this over because I want y'all to hear from the department heads as it relates to everything they do on a day-to-day operation. And I'm so happy with each of them because they are prospering within their department. So I'm going to start with, I guess I'll start with Trustee Holmes first. I'm sorry. Trustee Holmes, I'll let you give an update first, and then we'll go to the department. Trustee Holmes? Trustee Holmes?
Can you hear me? Everyone hear me? Can everyone hear me? Okay, great.
Yes.
Good evening, trustees, citizens, residents, mayor, and all department heads. Start off with the police report. There was one part-time officer. She was sworn in and she would be in the field training with officers for 12 weeks. Also, there's one officer that's in the hiring process right now. And we look forward to him moving forward and coming aboard with the police department and do everything he can to work safely around this village. One of the new squad cars has came in and it is having the graphics put on as of right now. One thing I do want to point out on the safety issue, outside the village, I am looking at the surrounding neighborhoods for those salvage yards where they're taking metal and scrap to. Reason being, we don't have a high number of converter staff here in the village of Dolton. But it was brought to my attention that some of these shops that are just a little bit, maybe 5-10 minutes outside of the village of Dolton, these scrap yards have been paying these individuals to bring these Catalina converters. So I just want to put these scrap yards on notice that they're going to be watched. I am going to talk to the Inspector General and have somebody go in and out of these places, you know, probably once a week, twice a week, whatever it takes, because see, we don't need Catalina converter thieves start coming into the village of Dolton or the surrounding village of Dolton and trying to make money. Because see, if these individuals' yards are paying these individuals as they bring these Catalina converters in, then you just part of the crime. You're part of the crime. So in saying that, if you do see an individual getting out of another car, sliding up under another vehicle, please call the Dolton Police Department. Don't approach that individual, even if he may be under your car, because there's another individual sitting in a car watching his back, and he may have a weapon on him. On a safety tip, what you can do, if you have your key alarm, and if you hold it down, most of the time that alarm will go off on you, and your alarm will go beep, beep. See, if there's an individual outside and he's doing some criminal activity, if indeed you don't see him and he's sitting there, if they hear alarm go off, the first thing they're going to do is break away and back up off of that street. So off and on, set your alarm off, because if they don't see you, some neighbor down the street may hear your alarm going off and thinking it's their alarm. And then they can look out the window and go from there.
Let's come back to you. You got some technical difficulties. You must have spoken a while. You got some technical difficulties.
Okay, thank you. We're gonna come back to trustee Holmes. Next, we have Ron Smith, our engineer. Ron, you have the floor.
Good evening. Good evening, department heads and residents. Just an update on the projects that we will be embarking on this year in 2022. We'll be repaving over $500,000 worth of alleys. We'll be replacing over $200,000 worth of broken sidewalks or missing sidewalks. And we'll also be repaving over $230,000 worth of streets this year as part of a CDBG grant that we applied for last year. And those streets that we will be doing is Irving, 149 to 148, Evans, 149 to Sibley Boulevard, Jackson Street, 144th Street to Pennsylvania Avenue, 148th Street, Woodlawn to Kempark Avenue, and Caston Drive from Woodlawn Avenue to Dorchester Avenue. That concludes most of my report. The other thing is that the Invest in Cook and the CDBG grant is due on March 16th to Cook County. We plan on applying for $400,000 worth of street resurfacing, and then also for $400,000 for sidewalk removal and replacement and for missing sidewalks. And also the final item we have, there's a grant out there for $4 million to replace lead water service lines. And we plan on applying for that grant. And that grant is 100% forgivable. And also we're waiting for final approval from the IEPA to do $2 million worth of water meter replacements throughout the village of Dolton for the residents. So that concludes my report this evening.
All right, thank you, Ron.
Thank you.
Next, we have Police Chief Collins.
Thank you, Mayor. I'm just going to go over some of the stats from last month, some of the activity that the police department was involved in. We wrote 193 traffic citations, 419 parking citations, made 25 criminal arrests, served 2 arrest warrants. As far as crimes concerned, there was 7 aggravated batteries, 1 murder, 5 robberies, 15 burglaries, and 25 motor vehicle thefts, and 0 arsons. And that concludes my report, Mayor. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Next, we'll go back to Trustee Collins.
Good evening. Thank you, Mayor. Welcome all department heads, all residents of the village of Dolton. This is my report. There was one part-time officer who was sworn in. She will be with the field training officer for the next 12 weeks. Also, there's one officer in the hiring process right now. So we're looking forward to him coming on board, working and help enhance quality of life in the village of Dolton. There's one new squad car that came in. That vehicle is having graphics put on it as we speak. Also, on a safety note, we don't have an increase of Catalina converter theft in the village of Dolton, but I am looking into the surrounding salvage yards east and west of here and putting them on notice, because I'm getting information that they have been paying for these converters that have been brought into their facility there. So I am going to be speaking with the Inspector General to have someone to go in maybe twice a week or once a week, put them on notice, that they are violating and they're part of this criminal activity. And, we don't want it here and we don't want it outside of Dolton either. So I'm going to be putting them on alert. Also, for a safety note, if you see these individuals pull up in a car and one slides up under another car, like he's working on that car, dial 911, get the Dolton authorities over there right away. Do not attempt, and I say do not attempt to go outside because that is your vehicle, because the individual in the other car is watching his back and that individual has a weapon. If you have your alarm key on your car, this is a safety note. If the individuals are on your block and they hear that alarm goes off and you press your alarm, your car goes off, it beeps. Or you can put it on there where that alarm can just go off. It notifies your neighbors because they have alarms on their car too. If that thief looks out the window and see those shades move, those curtains move, they're gonna take off real quick. So off and on, just come to your window, tap your alarm, let it go off, sound it, someone's gonna hear it. And also, be vigilant, as I stated before, coming in and out of your house. Watch your neighbors. Watch your children when they go to school too. I mean, if you let them walk by themselves to school, stand out there like our parents did us. Watch us all the way to the corner, or either walk us to the corner. Your safety is our concern. That's the end of my report there.
All right, thank you, Trustee Holmes. Next, we have Fire Chief McCain.
Good evening, Mayor. Thank you. And good evening to the board. And Mayor, congratulations to you with your new position. A wonderful accomplishment for you. So we're proud to have that for you and to lead us. And thank you for everyone here tonight. A few quick things for today. I'll be quick. Year-to-date emergency responses as followed. Fire-related and motor vehicle accidents, we've had 315 responses. Emergency medical responses, 553 for a total of 868 emergency runs. Also, the fire department has been in communication with the surrounding rail yard regarding potentially receiving a donation of materials so we can build a small training facility that can provide a place to have IDOL OSHA related training, live fire training, and the facility will allow us to not only work with our neighbors, but with other entities such as Department of Homeland Security, the Black Fire Brigade, Citizens Fire Academy, things of that nature. It can also be used for police and public works as needed. I'll forward all the information to your office, Mayor, as well as Administrator Freeman before we commit to any potential donation, but it could really be a good thing for us. So as we work to get the word out and get the EMA up to speed, as well as training for our own guys. So other than that, again, congratulations to you and thank you very much. If you have any questions.
All right, thank you, Chief.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Next, we have Brian Thigpen. Code Enforcement, you have the floor. Brian, you have the floor. Hit the mute button, Brian. Brian, unmute yourself.
I'm sorry, I had unmuted. Okay, good evening, everybody. Okay, so this is my report for the month of February to March between grass and weed tickets, debris accumulation, vacant property permits and licensing, property maintenance and branch accumulation. We have a total of 138 tickets issued. And that concludes my report.
All right, thank you so much. Misha, you have the floor. Misha, you gotta unmute. So Misha is building and permits. Yep. There you go.
All right, sorry about that. Okay, the building department processed 64 permits, 12 contractor licenses, 5 motor fuel payments, 3 liquor tax payments, and 2 gaming push tax payments for a total of $38,242. And that's the end of my report.
All right, thank you. Next, we have housing, William Moore.
To you, and again, congratulations on your new position in Thornton Township. Very proud of you. Continue to pray for you. To the trustees, to the department heads, and to the residents, thank you all for being a part of the meeting tonight. Given my housing report for February, and this statistical report I'll be providing you. One trustee deed transaction is $100. One tax deed transaction $245. We had 66 as-is sale inspection fees that we receive is $35,394.50. We also receive 22 escrow checks deposited, which total $15,500. 72 housing tickets, total $10,253.75. And vacant property registrations, total $15,992, totaling for the month of February, $87,785.25, $87,785, about 25, got a little fast there. And this report was also given to the clerk. And Mayor, that concludes my report, and have a good evening, everyone.
All right, thank you so much. Last but not least, Stacy Corral, Public Works.
Good evening, Mayor, Village of Dolton residents, and department heads. This is the productivity report for Public Works, February 2022. For the month of February, we have completed 3 B-box repairs, repaired 1 service line leak, completed 2 emergency water shutoffs, and also 17 water main breaks for the month of February. We are also still working with Mead Lighting to make repairs to the lighting infrastructure throughout the season. Public Works mechanics have performed 0 jobs to the fire department, 1 job to the housing department vehicles, 3 jobs to the public to the police department vehicles and 22 jobs to the public works department vehicles, along with miscellaneous jobs that have come into the shop. As a reminder, please put your garbage out the night before your garbage day pickup. We are still in cold season weather, so if it becomes frigid, please let your water dripple to keep your pipes from freezing. If you have any concerns of running water or pooling on the ground, please contact Public Works. For after hours, that number is 708-201-3242. And during the day, our regular scheduled business hours are 708-201-3280, Monday through Friday. I would like to also add that as of April 1st, we will be implementing our street sweeping program, where you will see signs posted on your streets notifying you of which days the streets will be swept and where you can and cannot park. If you happen to park in any of those locations, the police department will be asked to relocate your vehicle so that the street can be properly cleaned. Mayor, that concludes my report at this time.
All right, thank you so much. I think I went through everybody. So next, I'm missing one person, which is Tangenique Miller. You have the floor. She's our finance director.
Good evening. I don't have a report prepared.
All right, thank you. Okay, so next, I'm just going to give you guys a couple updates of what's going on from the mayor's office, and then we will conclude this evening's board meeting. I appreciate everyone that has attended and everyone that took the time out of their day to come on to hear what we had to say. When I say wow, I mean wow. It's been so much going on in this last week. It's been amazing. First and foremost, I would like to thank everyone for all your calls, text messages, flowers, and cards to congratulate me on my new appointment at the Thornton Township as your new supervisor. I would say this, I have huge shoes to fill from the late Frank Zuccarelli, who was my mentor, my friend, and I will not let you down. You have taught me a lot, and now I'm happy to know that I will lead your legacy. I received many questions about my position here as mayor of the great village of Dolton. Let me take a moment to clarify. Yes, I can and will do both. So for all those that's going around saying I cannot do both, I have to resign. I am not resigning. I will not resign. I will continue to be your mayor who you elected to get Dolton in order. So let's be clear. Anybody telling you that, you're hearing it from the horse's mouth. I can legally hold both positions, supervisor of the township and mayor of Dolton. I am dedicated to the cause, and I guarantee I'm gonna make y'all proud. I think over the last 8 months or so, I've done an amazing job with a great team. Let me make sure I stop for a minute and give my team some accolades. I couldn't have done it without them. My team are my backbones. They have gotten me to the place I am today. They have came in swinging. And when I say we swinging, we fighting every day from the naysayers to just negativity. And I don't know who lives or want negativity in their life like that. But when I say the hate is real, oh God, the hate is real. And it hasn't stopped me. And it won't stop me. It hasn't crushed me. It hasn't demotivated me, nothing. I am still standing strong, and I am still thriving, and I am still continuing to make sure I do the best job I can for the residents of Dolton, because you guys said you wanted change, and this is what change looks like. I want to give a great accolade to one of my trustees, Trustee Holmes. A lot of people thought that once we came out of the election that we will be into it. When I say we are like the best of friends now, we are the best of friends because we put those things behind us. The race was the race. Now it's time to put in the work. So that's one thing I want to say about that trustee is that he has been a man of his word. He said he would put his difference to the side and he will come and work for the people. And that's what he has been doing. So I thank you, Trustee Holmes, for just allow me to lead and allow me to show residents what this young, vibrant mayor could do if y'all just let me lead. So I thank you. Next. Honestly, I'm gonna say this. I am humbled and honored that our Thornton Township Board of Trustees believe so much in me that they took a chance on this rookie mayor. Yeah, I say rookie because I was new to the game. No one ever thought or saw that coming, nor did I. So I am thankful to the Thornton Township trustees for believing in me to take on such a huge task. So I thank you. I am grateful that our Dolton Board of Trustees and I can come together and hopefully they can put their differences to the side and work together for our residents. But if we can't, I will say this. Remember, ships don't sink because of water surrounding them. Ships sink because the water gets in them. I cannot let what's happening around me get inside me and weigh me down. I will always stay focused on helping the people no matter what. My residents, village, and Dolton will always come first. I've always been the people's trustee and I'm now the people's mayor. And now I am the township supervisor. So excited, guys. I love it. So I just want to thank all that took a chance on me and believe in me to actually show you guys what we can be if we all just stand together. And I think once you guys see what I do with the township, you will see all along that it wasn't your mayor that had the division going on at the board. It was people playing for power, people playing because they want to be mayor. And all people have to do, remember this is democracy. Y'all supposed to run for the office, not come and take something from an individual that earned it, such as myself. The people elected me, not the board of trustees. So I don't honor or respect anybody that goes and try to take something or make up laws to remove an individual who have not done anything wrong because of a dislike of an individual. If that's the case, every board, whether it's library, park, or school, will be in trouble because a board member do not like them. That is not how government is ran or set up. And for that matter, that should not be what anyone can or will do because you're mad and upset. That means you're not built for this position. That means you need to resign and let someone that can keep their feelings in check and move the community forward. So let's go on. With that being said, let's get down to business. Everyone know that I have a $1.5 million grant that we are about to dish out to all the seniors and veterans. So make sure y'all got it, seniors and veterans. And yes, you have to be 65 years or older for either one, whether you're a senior or a veteran, to apply. It is to do your windows and also to do roofs. And it's a first come, first served basis. And all you have to do is fill out an application. What we're going to do, I am waiting to open Village Hall. Once we're done with the remodeling, Village Hall will be open. So I get that question a lot, but we are opening. They're still painting upstairs. Once they're done, we will be open. More than likely, I'm praying that it will be April. I don't think it will be by the time of the next board meeting, but if it is, I will announce it because I want to see y'all too. I miss y'all like y'all miss me. I want y'all to come through. And if you're looking for the application, you can go to www.vodolton.org, www.vodolton.org, and the applications will be posted at the next board meeting of March 21st. I know we did talk to the attorneys. We was making sure we crossed our T's and dot our I's because today I was supposed to release it and announce it, but there's some things that I needed to change on there and we did change it. So now the final version will be March 21st so that everyone won't have a lot of questions because it'll be clear as day as the requirements are read into record. Next is Women's History Month, guys. A lot of people don't understand how thrilled I am for that because now I am a history maker and now I will go down in the Wall of Fame for just making history here in the village of Dolton as the first female mayor and now being the first female Black supervisor of the township, which the late Frank Zuccarelli held for 30 years. So I want to say my hats off to all the women that's out here thriving and pushing, and keep going no matter what nobody tell you. Because remember, you can be whatever you want to be if you put your mind to it. I always say, take them dreams off the shelf and try to bring them into fruition. Never let no one tell you what you cannot do, because you can do whatever you want to do. Trust and believe me, I am a walking testament of that. So all the naysayers, you let them hate. Your haters are your biggest fans. I've said that several times. Let them promote, let them put your name in rooms that it would never been in, all because of the hate. But believe it or not, they are actually blessings. We will be celebrating different women that has made an impact in society. So if you know any woman that's great, that's been doing awesome things, any community, it doesn't matter. We are taking names now. Please submit them to the communications, Nikita? Communications, .org? What is it?
vodalton.org.
What is it? Say it again.
Communications@vodalton.org.
Okay, it's at communications@vodalton.org. And you can submit someone's name, or you can email us, or you can send it through Facebook, however you like. But make sure you submit whoever that person will be. Next, on Sunday, March 20th at 4 p.m., we will be hosting our first annual Women's Day Award Banquet. Now, that's why I'm telling you, submit your name. If you have your name in this week, they can basically get an award at the banquet on March 20th. Again, it's at 4 p.m. and we will be honoring extraordinary women who are making history all over the world. And this event will be held at the Lester Long Building at the Dolton Park District. Their address is 14700 Everett Street. Again, it's at the Lester Long Building in Dolton Park, address 14700 Everett Street. On Tuesday, March 22nd, we'll be hosting Ladies Night. Everybody says, it's Ladies Night? Yeah, okay. We're gonna be hosting Ladies Night at Dolton Bow. So come and celebrate with us. It's free. You know me, I always do everything free to the residents. And it will start at 5 p.m. And it is 1401 Sibley is the address. And again, March 22nd, Ladies Night at Dolton Bow. Address is 1401 Sibley Boulevard. Next date, March 24th, we are having a couple sip and paint. This will also be held at Dolton Park, address 14700 Everett Street. So ladies, come bring a date and have fun with us. We got raffles and prizes. This is going to be a nice, engaging event. Last but not least, on March 31st, we are hosting our senior St. Patrick's Day luncheon. This event will also be held at Dolton Park District, 14700 Everett. Again, the address is 14700 Everett. It is March 31st, the senior St. Patrick's Day luncheon. Now, sometimes, I'm gonna say this, I'm gonna say sometimes. Now that I am your supervisor, some of these events will be held throughout the township, and we will announce different locations in the upcoming week. So some of these might change from that location to a different location. So just please check our website or contact Nikita at 708-297-6859. Again, the number is 708-297-6859. Please visit our website to register. We do appreciate when you guys register because it gives us a head count so we know how much food to purchase for the event. Our resident services hotline is getting revamped. When I say I love the 1-800 number, I have not gotten one negative call about that. You guys appreciate that you can call and reach a live person at 4 o'clock in the morning. Our new number is 877-845-7609. Again, the number is 877-845-7609. And you can basically call this number to either A, register for events, B, you can call for any down power lines or down trees. So utilize it to your benefit for whatever your situation is, and they will route your call to the appropriate person, such as whether it's a housing issue, which you shouldn't have a housing issue that late, but if you do, they will give it to our director, or really it's really geared towards public works. We have a ton of water main breaks in our community. And I would want to just interject for a minute, something that's not on my list to say. We did get, well, we didn't get the money yet. It's coming down the pipeline, 119 or 12, $112,000 for our infrastructure. So that will be coming, and we will be working on that so we can kind of get away from some of the water main breaks. Okay, kind of hitting on that. The robocall system, you guys are loving. So thank you, Nikita, for that, because every time it's an issue, people know what's going on. Because half the time people call because they don't have water and they think we cut the water off. We are not doing shut-offs currently, so you understand that. Normally it's a water main break, and when you guys call and let us know, we get somebody right on it. We've been giving windows of 4 hours. Sometimes it could be less, but we always try to give a window so the guys can get there to help. Next, I promise I will bring resources to our community, which I have been doing. So I want to make sure that you are utilizing them. So the village of Dolton is an authorized village, and our residents now can qualify for the Illinois Low Income Household Water Assistance Program through CETA. Apply today by calling 800-571-2532. Again, that number is 800-571-2532. Customers may receive up to $1,500 to pay past water bills. And we also have an amnesty program to help you get on a payment arrangement and also help with some of the late fees. So please, residents, apply for all these resources, because half the time people don't apply and they miss the services. And we also are giving money too with the grant for water bills. So you got 2 different ways to get help with your water bills here in the village of Dolton. Please utilize them. Next, I want to congratulate and thank every resident that came out. We teamed up with the Chicago Urban League to help inspire up and coming, I ain't gonna say young entrepreneurs, but up and coming, because anybody can attend. Up and coming entrepreneurs thrive into becoming a business owner. I am truly a believer of creating wealth, creating jobs, creating opportunities for people. I know everybody not meant to be an entrepreneur, but that is so dear to me, because when you build the castle, you get to make the say-so on how things are ran. I bought this free 6-week program to Dolton because I wholeheartedly believe that we all should have multiple streams of income in home ownership. I've also partnered with Fifth Third Bank over the weekend, and we hosted our first annual homeowner seminar, and we gave lunch to educate residents on becoming a homeowner. And if anybody did come and you already a homeowner, we educated you on your refinance options and how you can save on tax credits. That was very, very powerful. A lot of residents enjoyed it. A lot of people asked, did we record it? I believe we have some clips of it. We will post it on our social media feed, so look forward to that. And they can even provide resources for grants for down payments for the purchase of a house. So make sure you take advantage of all these wonderful things. My last announcement is to announce that we are having a police and fire board committee meeting. It will be held on 3/10, that is this Thursday at 10 a.m. via Zoom. Again, we are having a police and fire board committee meeting on March 10th. This Thursday at 10 p.m. via Zoom, so everybody tune in. AM, I'm sorry, I said PM. AM via Zoom. And the reason for this is because I've placed the Police and Fire Board Commission on the committee several times, but the Board of Trustees, excluding Trustee Holmes, have chose not to move forward to put this in place. And me, as your mayor, so I'm speaking for Tiffany now, I would never get rid of police or firemen who are breadwinners of our community. They are our first responders. So the Board of Trustees are in violation of the Board of Fire and Police Commissions Act, 65 Illinois CS 5/10-2.0. That is how you find out what I'm talking about. You cannot hire, promote anybody without going through the Board of Police Fire Commission. So I am no longer going to allow the Board of Trustees to not allow us to move the village forward by hiring younger police officers, putting people through the academy, or happening to take anything from people. Because I was instructed that I will have to demote all the promotions we have done for the police or the fire, and I will have to fire any firemen that we just hired. And I would never take that moment from you guys. So let's be clear, speaking to my police and firemen. I vow not to do that. So I'm initiating that we move forward with the police and fire board, despite what the Board of Trustees are doing. You should never, ever hold people hostage because of internal fights, and you guys are becoming collateral damage. So I am standing before you with Trustee Holmes, and we are saying we're moving forward because we have to do what's right, no matter if they do what's wrong. And what's right is allowing you to keep your promotion, allowing you to stay employed for those that just recently got hired, allowing us to do the right thing, which is have a police and fire board commission so that we can hire new people, new blood, things that is not going on in our community. I would like to change. I want to conclude my report by saying I will always put down first. I'm excited for my new endeavors, and I keep telling y'all, y'all need to leave God's children alone, because you cannot take anything that's for a person. If it's for them, God gonna see it through no matter what obstacle gets in the way. All we're gonna do is jump over the hurdle. We're gonna move forward no matter what. We're gonna keep pushing. And that's exactly what I've done. I've stayed focused. So all my mentors, all the residents, I love y'all to death, but just keeping me grounded, keeping me focused, keeping me in a place that I needed to be because of all the negativity that comes with titles. I never saw so much hatred till I became mayor, and then everyone wanted to attack. When everyone has the opportunity to do exactly what I did, run for the seat, but you wait your turn. When the seat comes up, you run for it. You don't sit here and attack me and try to remove me because of your dislike. It's people that I might not like, but I know better. You have to work with everyone. Once the race is over, it is over. It is time to work. And that's what I have done. And I will continue to do that. So I look forward to you guys at my next meeting for supervisor. I think that's going to be epic. I'm looking for any youth that want to get involved or do anything else. I'm over 17 municipalities, so I'm excited just for them give me the opportunity to show you guys what leadership truly looks like. So thank you guys. Thank you for coming on, residents. Thank you, Trustee Holmes. And thank you to all my board members that's here currently. Tune in, call Nikita if y'all have any questions. She do have my phone, 708-297-6859. Or if you have an issue in town, please utilize the 800 number, 877-845-7609. Again, 877-845-7609. Thank you again. I'll see you guys in 2 weeks. Good night.
Thank you, and have a good evening.
Good night.
Thank you.
Good night, everyone.